The biggest damage you're doing to your child might come from trying to be a good parent. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to show you the one shift that removes guilt instantly. Last night my kid spilled milk, again, and for a split second I felt it, that wave of frustration, that voice. Why is this so hard? And then immediately, guilt, because good parents aren't supposed to get frustrated, right? Wrong. A study from the Harvard University Center on the Developing Child found something powerful. Children don't grow from perfect parenting. They grow from repaired parenting, not perfection. Repair. And that changes everything. We consolidate, investigate, and translate the research, so you don't have to. Here's the trap. When we feel guilty, we overcorrect. We soften consequences, add extra rewards, remove discomfort, rescue too quickly. But research shows overcompensation trains emotional fragility. Your guilt becomes their instability. That's the part no one says out loud. Are you parenting to build strength or parenting to silence your guilt? Be honest. Work influenced by Daniel Siegel shows emotional resilience develops through safe mistakes and consistent boundaries, not through emotional avoidance. Here's the shift. Instead of saying, I messed up, say, I repaired it. Instead of, I yelled, I'm terrible, say, I corrected, then I modeled recovery. Because when your child sees you regulate, they learn regulation. When they see you apologize, they learn accountability. That is strength modeling. But here's the uncomfortable part. If you remove every frustration, your child never builds emotional muscle. And then at 14, the world won't be gentle. Stay until the end, because I'm going to give you a 3-sentence script you can use tonight that instantly resets guilt. Next time you feel guilt rising, step 1, pause. Don't fix yet. Step 2, ask, is this about their growth or my discomfort? Step 3, repair calmly if needed, but keep the boundary. That's emotional leadership. Here's the 3-sentence reset. I got frustrated. That's on me. The boundary still stands. That's it. No overcompensation, no bribery, no emotional collapse. Calm authority. Parenting strength isn't perfection. It's repair. You bring the coffee. I'll bring the science. Next week, we're tackling fear-based parenting, the subtle ways protection turns into anxiety transfer. It starts as protection. We want them safe. We want them successful. But when does your protection become their prison? You do not want to miss that, because the line between a prepared child and a fearful one is thinner than you think. If this hit home, subscribe, because we're building mentally strong kids without losing our sanity. And if you stay to the end of every episode, I'll consider it emotional cardio for your brain. You bring the coffee, I'll bring the science. Here's something most parents don't realize. Guilt feels stronger after kids because your brain rewires for protection. Neuroscience shows parental bonding increases threat sensitivity. Translation: when your child is upset, your nervous system reacts like danger is present. So when you snap, your brain treats it like you endangered your own child. That's why the guilt spike feels so sharp. But sharp emotion doesn't equal permanent damage. Pause. Important distinction. If guilt alone ruined children, every parent would have destroyed their kid by age 3. And that's just statistically impossible. You yell, then you buy ice cream, cancel consequence, add extra affection, remove the boundary. Your child's brain learns emotional intensity changes structure. That's power, and kids are pattern detectors. Let me give you a real scenario. Child refuses bedtime. You enforce it. They cry. You feel guilty. You extend bedtime just tonight. Now bedtime becomes negotiation, not structure. That's how guilt quietly erodes leadership. Don't let the loop win. You bring the coffee, I'll bring the science. See you in part 4. Resilience forms when a child experiences frustration, containment, and recovery, in that order. Remove frustration, no growth. Remove containment, no safety. Remove recovery, no trust. You need all three. Work from developmental psychology consistently shows children thrive under authoritative parenting. Not authoritarian, not permissive. Authoritative. High warmth, high structure. Guilt pushes parents toward permissive, and permissive feels kind short-term, but destabilizing long-term. Permissive parenting is basically, I said no, but emotionally I meant maybe. You are not cruel for holding a boundary calmly. You are stabilizing the nervous system of your child. Children relax when structure is predictable, even when they protest it. Resilience isn't given, it's built. You bring the coffee, I'll bring the science. See you in the finale. Welcome to the finale. We've talked about the trap of guilt and the building blocks of resilience. Today, we master the most important tool in your parenting kit, the Repair Masterclass. Most parents confuse repair with collapse. They think apologizing means losing their authority. It doesn't. Repair is about clarity. It is about acknowledging the relationship while maintaining the structure. Here is the correct order of repair. First, regulate yourself. You cannot repair a relationship while your own internal alarm is screaming. Breathe. Then, acknowledge your tone or your mistake if needed, cleanly. Third, and this is vital, keep the boundary intact. A repair that removes the rule is just overcorrection in disguise. You are apologizing for your delivery, not for your leadership. Think of this script. I shouldn't have raised my voice. That part is on me, but bedtime is still bedtime. That combination teaches two things at once, accountability and stability. That is the recipe for secure attachment. What's more powerful? A parent who never slips, or a parent who models how to recover when they do? Exactly. Modeling recovery teaches your child that they too can make mistakes and find their way back. Kids raised with consistent repair develop better emotional regulation and stronger executive function. Why? Because they learn a fundamental truth. Conflict doesn't equal collapse. Relationship rupture is survivable. That belief will protect them in every friendship, every romantic relationship, and every workplace conflict they ever face. You aren't just parenting a child, you are parenting a future adult's ability to handle failure. Here's your formula for tonight. When that guilt rises, ask yourself, is this about their growth or my own discomfort? If it's your discomfort, hold the line. If it's genuine harm you caused, repair calmly. That's emotional leadership. We consolidate, investigate, and translate the research, so you don't have to. Parenting strength isn't perfection. It's repair under pressure. It's the willingness to be human while remaining the leader. Next week, we're going deeper. Guilt isn't the only silent driver. Fear-based parenting might be even more powerful and even more invisible. That series could change how you protect your child forever. Don't miss it. Subscribe if this shifted something in you. We're not building perfect families, we're building resilient ones. You bring the consistency, I'll bring the science, and maybe fewer spilled milk incidents. Maybe. Repair is not collapse. Repair is clarity. Here's the correct order. Regulate yourself. Acknowledge your tone if needed. Keep the boundary intact. I shouldn't have raised my voice. That part is on me, but bedtime is still bedtime. That teaches Accountability plus stability. Kids raised with consistent repair develop better emotional regulation, higher frustration tolerance, and stronger executive function because they learn. Conflict doesn't equal collapse. Conflict doesn't equal collapse. You're not just parenting a 6-year-old, you're parenting a future adult nervous system. Here's a simple formula. When guilt rises, ask, is this about growth or my discomfort? If it's your discomfort, hold the line. If it's genuine harm, repair calmly. That's emotional leadership. We consolidate, investigate, and translate the research so you don't have to. Parenting strength isn't perfection. It's repair under pressure. Next week we're going deeper because guilt isn't the only silent driver. Fear-based parenting might be even more powerful and more invisible. If this shifted something in you, subscribe. We're building resilient families. You bring the consistency, I'll bring the science, and maybe fewer spilled milk incidents. Maybe.